Stuttgart, the 18th of January 2018. This is a CMT trade fair. It's just ended. People are about to go home. This is the stand of Clever Vans. This is the Vario Kids 600 and it costs from 37,000 euros. You might want some extras such as a parrot to stick on the windscreen wiper. That will come extra. Now this is called 2-in-1 and let's go in and find out why it's called that. It's 6 meters long. Well, that's what the 600 indicates to me. Right, so as we come in, we've got obviously got seats, which you'd probably expect if you're going to be driving the thing. One thing here, if you're a passenger, you don't want to sit too close to the person you're sitting next to, you can pull the chair out a bit. That's handy if the other person smells. Here we have the kitchen. It's quite small, but of course the van's quite small, so you can't expect too much. 2 burners there, and a sink there. Okay, sink is small, obviously. Now it would this is a trade fair, so the switches there have been taken out. I understand that because sometimes things do go missing. Right, so we've got a sensible small fridge, a bit of storage above it, and storage down there as well. So there's quite a lot of storage, but if you're trying to put 4 people in here, then it will be a bit of a squash anyway. Opening the toilet door, and you can see a rather large wet room for this size of vehicle. We've got a sensible plug down there, domestic one. Unfortunately, there appears to be only one, and there is. A sink there, which for a van this size isn't a bad size. Toilet. Got a bit of storage up here, which, okay, you can see there how the outside of the van has this shape. So they haven't put a back to it, which I think is probably a good idea because it allows the maximum amount of size to be used. So we've got beds in the back here, we've got bunks. I will make a couple of things, point a couple of things out. We've got these lockers up here, and there should be lockers up there as well, but they put the lockers down here on the bed. The reason for that, I think, is to demonstrate that the lockers can be removed if necessary. You might want to keep the kids down there, in which case you'd possibly put the lockers down there with them, and you might want to sleep up there because that would give you more room. Let's have a look at it from the back. Going out, we will notice that there is a insect screen, which I recommend you always keep closed particularly if you're standing somewhere where there are mosquitoes. Got the electrics up here, Truma iNet ready, and here you can turn your lights on, your power on, and other things. So, come to the back, and there we have a view. It is somewhat dark, the lights have been turned off. Right, so you can see the lockers here, and you can see the places for the locker, so that sort of demonstrates. 194 centimeters. If you're taller than that, or if your kids are taller than that, you might need to get another van. Yeah, you've got space for extra things, including gas. This thing here will move up, give you more space should you need it. What do you think of that? I mean, this is a relatively cheap and easy firm. I'm not so certain if, to me, I'm not so keen on it in general, but horses for courses, as they say, and it is a relatively cheap option. You can see some other vans, which I've also filmed. I'll just have a quick look at this one, because this is a Flex Kids 636, so it's obviously longer, 636 centimeters. That's the idea I get, and you can see how the extra space has been used to give more space down there. So if you're taller than 195 centimeters, then you can fit in there, and you've got place for the kids, a second bunk up here. Another clever thing is you have the extra storage here as well, allowing below that to be used. I shall open this one up here just to make the point. You can hang some stuff up in there. fridge here. Other than that, it's more or less the same. Let's have a look in there, and you can see that's exactly the same. One thing, however, that is different is up here. You've got a lot of space up there for bedding and similar things. That is very good storage. Sorry, it's very difficult to actually show you. I need light, and in fact I need somebody else to hold the camera for me. Good, so if you want to see some of these other vans, I filmed almost all of them. You can have a look at those films, which you'll find on my YouTube site. There may be some information on my other site, motorhomefulltime.com, as well. Oh, it's dark outside and it's very windy. There's some hurricane or something passing through Germany. They've cancelled long distance trains because of the wind speeds. Now, I wonder how often that happens in Germany. Won't bother me though, because my van is out there.